the Verzuz, which I think is which we've talked about on here before, from the standpoint of being a man and Bound to Killer, and how they had the biggest ratings on that platform, and haven't gotten the respect for doing that and changing the whole game. That's one aspect of it. But if you're just saying something complimentary about Verzuz, this past Sunday they had another Verzuz with Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight, right? And it was a good night of good music, man. I mean, this music we've all, well, again, as the elder statesman here, you've probably just heard about this music for the first time. But I was just hearing some music I was listening to back in the 80s and what have you. And here's a case where these artists are alive, right? And we can listen to these people, these ladies, queens who have been making music for like 6 decades, and for them to have that platform, and for people young and old to be sitting there and watching and appreciating their contributions to music, it's a beautiful thing, right? And and so like the day after the Verzuz, it's not really a competition. It was just basically both of them playing the hits and celebrating the music. I spent the next day listening to a bunch of Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight music, which I wouldn't have otherwise. So, when I heard Swiss Beats, talk about, their vision for this was really before they monetized it. They said it's like a music museum, right? We want to give this opportunity for, people to, take a step back and appreciate some of these artists that we knew from way back when, but we've kind of transitioned on to other stuff. So I think it was a great thing. Did y'all see that Verzuz? What are your thoughts? Dr. T, did you see it?
I didn't, but here's my take. In a way, shouldn't we kind of place some of the burden on, I guess, the producers? I think that plays a heavy role in really who gets publicized a little bit better than others. Mm-hmm. Capitalizing, maximizing on technology, to get you, international versus, on a national platform for some of us. So I think the work of the producer, those guys, they should be somewhat responsible for, broadcasting these artists. And I think maybe that's probably a huge difference in us being able to celebrate Patti LaBelle and, folks like that in comparison to even some of our local reggae artists. Maybe that they probably need to do a little bit better of a job with, promoting the local reggae artists. I think that's where we're getting a beating.
Yeah. I agree. Text Music Man, what you say?
I watched. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and like you said,
did you even know that music?
Stop in now.
I didn't know all the songs. I'm not going to lie.
No, I actually did know all the songs. I'm an R&B fan, R&B junkie.
That Quiet Storm music, boy.
Yeah. That's that baby.
That's like falling on to sleep with your girlfriend type of music.
Oh, they don't know about that. Staying on the phone all night.
You sleep? No.
Waking up the next morning, going to school. Yeah. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, that's
Great.
But no, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I just love Patti LaBelle. I mean, at her age, her energy, and what she brings is awesome. And they find a way to be relevant still beyond music, and that's what I admire about them the most: the business savvy that it takes to when you stop making music to stay relevant. Of course, they still do concerts here and there, but Patti is just an ultimate businesswoman, and I love it. Like you say, give them their roses while they're here. And I did the same thing. I think Brandy and Monica had one before. Man, I didn't realize how much I love Brandy and Monica.
Yeah.
They had know about Monica.
Hits, so you say you don't know about Monica? But I did the same thing after I was listening to all those songs over and over again, and they were it's nostalgic music. It takes you back to a previous time. And you kind of relive that moment. So great job.
Yeah, and that's the thing about music, man. Music can take you to places with vivid memories like nothing else. right? I mean, I did like a recording earlier where I was talking about how when we were growing up, Daddy had this Neil Diamond 8-track. Again, 8 tracks was a long time. You know, I'm old. I'm in my early 60s now. And so every time we would be driving to the beach, you know, from Clarksville, going to Discovery Bay or Runaway Bay or whatever, Daddy would put on this 8-track of Neil Diamond. So every time I hear any Neil Diamond, like Sweet Caroline or any of those songs, the first time I hear a note drop, I just picture the 6 of us pack up into that, you know, that white Chevy Malibu driving, and it takes you there like nothing else. So, you know, you know, big up Swizz Beatz and Timbaland for that vision, man. So, you know, it came out in this COVID era where everybody, you know, kind of bored and needs something to do for some entertainment. And, you know, again, this concept of clashing come out of dancehall, like we all know, but to take it to that platform and to give us opportunity to take a step back and listen to some of this timeless music, you know, it is one of the best things that has come out of this crazy 2020. Special, what is your dream Verzuz? Who do you want to see?
Well, before we get to that, you know, one of the things I want to point out with what a clash like Patti, you know, and Gladys have done.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope our artists in Jamaica, all of them, are paying attention to what's going on, because when you write timeless music, music that will stand the test of time, you can be involved in something like this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Not like a hustle.
If you write pure foolishness, you're not gonna make it, because you can't do a concert like this. You don't have nothing to sing about.
That's true.
So I hope they're paying attention, you know, and have made a conscious decision to write songs that will last, so you can eat a food later.
That's a excellent point. Excellent point.
Yeah, but
you know, and just before you talk about your dream Verzuz, you know, it's like when I listen to, you know, because I you know, it's probably, you know, stereotypical that the Jamaican go to listen to Bob Marley. I listen to Bob Marley at some point of every week. Still, I mean, like all the time, still, right? And it's like when I listen to, because it's music. So it's like I can't believe this was made in like 1975 and 78, and it's still relevant.
Yeah,
and it's timeless music. It's not something that is for a certain era. So I agree with you, Special. I mean, a lot of this, you know, I guess all people that kind of think that music from when they're growing up is better than music now. Everybody in every era says that. But, you know, I hear some of this music. I mean, it's cool for the moment. You'll dance to it in a club and what have you. But I can't see myself 20 years from now really like listening to that. You know? So, I mean, I don't think there's a formula to writing timeless music. You know, you just put your all and your everything into something and it becomes that. As long as people like take it seriously and not, you know, just trying to hustle, I think, to make a lot of money. I mean, people like Chronix, I think Chronix music 20, 30, 40 years from now will be considered timeless music, right? And certain people, you just see it, they have a different way of thinking about the music.
Not yet. We've gone too far now.
Coffee yet. It's a coffee. Nah, man. I like coffee, but, you know, it's not timeless yet.
Yeah,
it's not timeless. It's good music. I won't put that in that category yet. Especially your dream Verzuz.
Taurus.
My dream Verzuz.
Hold on. X. We're not there yet.
well, let me tell you something. I've always been a fan of Terror Fabulous.
Ninja Man and Shabba.
Well, Ninja and Shabba would be a good.
That would be.
Only Shabba one.
You have to go a GP.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I can easily see a good competition between Terror Fabulous and Mad Cobra. That is what I want.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Fabulous and Cobra. Okay.
Fabulous and Mad Cobra.
90s action.
Gangster DJ.
Yeah. Dr. T, what you say? What's your dream clash? Virtual. Friendly clash.
Nobody act like you don't know nobody.
Patra and...
Oh, no. Probably,
Latest song.
No. Maybe Jack Cure and yeah, maybe Busy Signal.
What?
No.
I don't know, Rasta. Hey, I have one. I have a classic one. It just come to my head.
What?
Barry's Hammond, Freddie McGregor.
That would be classic. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, you talk about timeless music.
Yes.
Man. So, hey, first of all, we don't need verses. I feel them thing that we can do ours.
We can do our own. I was just about to say.
Exactly. Let's do our own thing. I mean, because they're going to, hey, that's their vision. They do their own thing. But we can do a similar thing with our artists. I have soca artists, dancehall artists, reggae artists, conscious artists. You know what I mean? So let's work on that.
I'm going to interrupt because people are online and they're making comments and
what am I saying?
Some feedback that we've gotten is that we haven't acknowledged what was going on. So let's see here. Susan Davis said Tessa and Etana.
No, I know about that.
Etana. Tessa and Etana.
Yeah, Tessa and
They
Etana.
don't have enough timeless music yet.
I like Etana as an artist. I kind of started looking at her differently from the other day. She's something about immigration and Trump and some nonsense.
Yeah.
As a conscious Rasta, conscious type of person, I'm like, we kind of lose off of you, But anyway, I'll get over that. but yeah, that'll be classic. So we need to come up with our own thing.
So let's do
what them do.
I mean, we have all the music. So
yeah, we have all the music. So we'll set it up. Stay tuned. Announcement coming up. We need a name, a Jamaican name that means Verzuz. Let me vibe on that. Anyway, all right. Any other last thoughts about Patti them or Verzuz or timeless music?
Well,
Tex, did you say your dream Verzuz, Tex? You didn't.
No.
Tim Ned versus K Rich.
Oh, Tim Ned would kill it. Inside joke. But on the hip hop side, let's do Tupac and Biggie.
One that can actually happen, man. To a live artist. Let's start with that.
A live artist?
Yeah. Jay-Z, Nas. They ain't got enough money for that.
Done.
Yeah.
That's been done. They wouldn't actually.
De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest.
Okay. Common.
Okay.
And
I'm with it already.
Let's see.
No, nobody's on Common's level. Greatest MC
ever. No. I want to see Common. No. Black Thought.
Oh. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Man. Boy, you said something there. Yeah. Swiss Beats, Timberland, if you're listening, set that up. Oh man. Anyway, see that's like real hip hop.
That's real hip hop. Yeah, they ain't real.
Not that nonsense. So that man I don't know what it is.
What about Jay-Z and 50 Cent?
That ain't that's a bloodbath. 50 is a personality. He's an entertainer. He's not an MC. He's not in Jay's.
Or we could even go back and do Rakim and Big Daddy Kane, something like that.
Oh yeah. That would be
real old songs.
LL versus who?
LL. Who would you put him against?
It would have to be like Run DMC or something. It couldn't be.
Oh yeah. LL. Yeah. And they both from Queens. LL's from Queens, right? Yeah.
From Queens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, LL versus Reverend Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would get some viewers.
Barrington and Barris, which we said, so that'll
no, I said Freddie Barris.
You said Freddie and Barris, but that'll be a good one too.
Barrington. Barrington and Barris would be. Yeah, Barrington Junior Reed.
Barrington.
That would be better.
Yeah. That's yeah. But yeah, man. So much good music over the years.
Shout out to my good friend Junior Reed.
Junior Reed. Hey,
We still need that dub. I think I gotta make a phone call for that. That's nothing. WhatsApp him right now.
Yeah, man. Music is a beautiful music just makes life better. Every aspect of life is better with music. When I edit these videos, I put music behind it because it just makes it better. Any moment you can think of, with a wedding or whatever, or even in bad times, listen to some music kind of brings a different energy.